咖啡需要糖包吗？
加一个吧。Dentist is not going to be happy with all that sugar. Well, folks, I'm done at the dentist for day one. I need to go back. Good morning, folks, from Wuhan. It's bright and early, 7:45 this morning, because we are off to the dentist shortly. One of the most expensive things that can happen to you in New Zealand is to have dental troubles. So I haven't seen a dentist in New Zealand for 4 or 5 years. I did get a clean and a brief checkup here in China last year, but I didn't have kind of an x-ray and a thorough check. I'm gonna get me some breakfast and then we're gonna go and see just how bad the state of my teeth is. Well, there's KFC, folks. That is our destination for this morning's breakfast. KFC is much bigger here in the mainland than McDonald's. McDonald's has about half the restaurants that KFC has. I think partly because naturally just Chinese people prefer fried chicken to beef burgers, but also KFC adapted their menu a lot faster to the local tastes than McDonald's did. Let's go see what's on the menu at KFC for breakfast before the dentist tells me off for eating junk food. There's like chicken and egg paninis and coconut lattes, there's porridge with eggs. They've even got the famous Wuhan hot dry noodles, which I wonder if this is Wuhan specific item. I'm not sure if they have that at other shops around China. Abalone sauce chicken, like little baozi kind of thing, like little buns. Porridge with fried bread. Like, the list is very, very long. 这可以点吗？可以点，您微信扫下可以吗？我刚刚扫了，但是不太会。你要吃什么？可以那个培根蛋法风烧饼吗？您说套餐？套餐。配咖啡吗？配咖啡，对。您咖啡要什么呢？有什么选择啊？有美式，有拿铁，然后拿铁。拿铁的话，您是要普通的还是要深夜拿铁，还是要厚乳拿铁？就普通的吧。普通的，您是要冰的还是要热的？热的吧。要打包吗，先生？这个是吧？19块钱，我这边扫您的付款码，这里。您咖啡需要糖包吗？加一个吧。Well, I got my breakfast. I ordered probably the most Western thing on the menu, some kind of bacon and egg jobby with a latte. They still encouraged me to order on the app, but I was having a wee struggle, so ordered manually, the old-fashioned way. 19 yuan, which is just over $2, less than $3 American. Not too bad. Dentist is not going to be happy with all that sugar. It looks like a burger, but it's actually more like fried bread, which again is a adaptation to the local tastes. There's our bacon and egg. All the mayonnaise at the bottom. Not bad. I like mayonnaise. Coffee is slightly better than McDonald's, just instant coffee, which I got the other day. But yeah, that's how they prefer you to order on the phone. One of the differences between doing this and in New Zealand is you don't actually need to download the KFC app to do it. You just scan the QR code and it opens up in whatever app you want to pay with. So for me it was Alipay. So Alipay then accesses a mini app within itself, which is KFC's one. So you still only need the one app on your phone, which is easier than kind of having 10 different apps for 10 different restaurants, which is kind of what you have to do in New Zealand. Right, I'm gonna finish this coffee, head home, get my mouth a rinse out, and maybe brush my teeth before I go to the dentist, as you do. Right, folks, off the subway and at the dentist. Let's see what the damage is going to be for this one. All that milk tea's probably not done me any favors. Well, folks, I'm done at the dentist for day one. I need to go back. 3 fillings done. And I also need to get an inlay, which I've never had before. Just been doing a little bit of the maths. Price of the consultation, 12 American dollars. If we're converting, it's 88. That includes an x-ray and a clean. Same thing in New Zealand, would easily be over 150 US dollars. Price of the fillings, 40 US dollars per filling. I needed 3. Price of a filling in New Zealand, easily 180 US dollars. And lucky me, I also needed an inlay because one of my teeth is particularly buggered. That set me back 415 US dollars. That's the pricey one. But same thing in New Zealand is well over $900. Now lucky me, because I'm doing the inlay, which is expensive, they threw in the 3 fillings for free. So final price for my 3 fillings, clean, x-ray, checkup, all that jazz, and the inlay, around 400 US dollars, just over. Same price in New Zealand, where something tells me they don't throw in the fillings for free, closer to 1500 US dollars, so less than 1/3 of the price. Now I know New Zealand dentists will say, hey, we're heavily regulated, we're required to use certain materials and yada yada yada, but I'll be interested to see if their fillings would last 3 times as long. Maybe I'm looking at it too simplistically, but that's a quick comparison on some dental prices. Coffee, black, sugar,